So, last game, you had just all escaped into the city of Geheth, which is a very dark, ruinous city covered in old, decrepit buildings. Looks like a dark metropolis. There's a pitch black sky, mists around you everywhere. Peoples and cultures from throughout the realms have gathered. Young tieflings, dragonborn. They all have a soulless look on their face. People are milling, selling things. There's no joy. There's no smiles. People are just going about their lives, keeping their heads down, and trading years of their life and other darker things for basic resources. It's a city without hope. Very Dark Souls vibes. Very Dark Souls vibes. The three of you are in a very old cathedral that has been defaced, debunked, defamed. Just the statues are broken. People from throughout the realms are huddled together, hiding in the wreckage. It's kind of a refugee camp. People there's only two options out of this refugee camp. You offer yourself as a sort of indentured servitude, is like years of your life for food and rest, because this realm, death and time, it's timey-wimey, you know? Okay, so the other option is you join one of the guilds. There's there's three guilds you can join. The Order of the Red Rose, which is a demon hunting cult that goes on expeditions across the city to kill undead and monsters and vampires. Or you could join the Order of the Serpent, which is an esoteric cult aimed at going into the bowels of the city and finding lost lore. Or you could join the Pit Dogs, a giant gladiatorial arena. People are milling around, they're drinking, handing around the freaking magical bong. Do you guys want to partake? Anyone want to take the magic herbs?
I'll take the magic herbs.
You ingest the magic herbs, and you find out that there's a local hobbit who might have some information about some resources down the street. A local drug dealer. What do you want to do? A local information broker also.
Do what everyone else wants.
I don't know if I know yet. I'm Tilly. Have a ranger.
What is your character's name?
I am Brogan. I am a 5th level paladin shifter.
Okay. How'd you find your way into Ravenloft?
Honestly, I thought the shifters were from Ravenloft when I was making this guy up.
Okay. So,
I don't know about Ravenloft.
We got dumped here for
it's a timey-wimey gothic hell.
Okay.
So, yeah, you're just like a local, you spend your entire life in this accursed realm, and maybe you just want to get out. And these two are from the realm of Quarren. Maybe they can help you get out of this terrible realm and go to a world where there's actually sunlight and beer that doesn't have dead bugs in it.
A world that isn't on the brink of Eldritch incursion.
No, just hellish heavy metal battles between dragons and griffins 24/7.
Step up.
A world of constant warfare or a world of constant suck. Alright. This is Noah. He's a patron war saint. He fought in the Dragon Wars. He has led the church, the Faith of the Seven, against the hordes of hell. He became a war saint, founded his own religion, and they kicked him out for being too much of a drunken asshole. But he's still technically a saint. Somehow. I don't know. The gods like him for some reason.
Apparently I'm favored by the gods somehow.
They're entertained by you.
Alright, so what do you guys want to do? The three orders, or you could go look for information brokers. Find your own way out.
By the way, I'm a war cleric.
What do you guys want to do? You want to join the orders, or do you want to explore more of the city? The refugee camp you're in right now is the closest thing you have to a place of home. It's the closest thing you have to a place to put a roof over your shoulder. A broken roof, but roof nonetheless.
This is an easy turn through backwards.
Well, we've just been dumped here recently, so we don't know much about this place. Did you have any suggestions since you've been here?
We might want to go.
What do you recommend to us?
What do you want to do?
Wisdom. What you know about the realm, I'll give you what you know about Ravenloft, I'll give you 3 advantage.
That's 4. And that's a 9.
So,
Both times you fail, you realize you were just a mindless grunt in the service of a vampire lord, and you were a mindless slave, a thrall. You only recently broke free of the brain control of the vampires because of some recent awakening of your mind. You're just as much stuck in this place as they are.
I completely forgot about that.
There is an information broker who might know archaic knowledge.
I had 1, 2, 3, 4.
You want to go find the information broker, or do you want to join the orders?
Actually, there was something I could have played.
We might
Would you
want
allow me to
to go
play it?
see if we can get some
get
information.
a little bit more information.
You walk out into the streets. It's a massive throwaway filled with dead bodies everywhere, but there's also living bodies walking over the dead bodies. There's elves, there's tieflings, there's people riding massive, giant, snake-like creatures that act as like their equivalent of a city bus. These giant cargo snakes that people ride.
Did they tackle a bunch or people just holding on to it?
Tackle on a harness.
Okay.
And it's being ridden by a very strange-looking goat creature. So what do you guys want to do? Go find the information broker?
Yeah.
Roll me perception. All 3 of you guys roll me
Find some
perception.
information at the local bar.
Both of you look for the information broker. He could go to the bar and look.
We'll meet up with you and let you know what we find.
I have a big plan.
Perception.
16.
It's 7.
You realize a small little gnome hiding in the corner, smoking a strange-looking medieval cigarette. And he sees you. And he starts moving into the crowd, trying to escape you.
That guy looks like he's trying to weasel his way out. Should we follow him?
You 2 roll me Constitution. Actually, athletics. Athletics.
Athletics to get
Yeah.
through,
The crowd, yeah.
get through, and 16.
You tackle him to the ground. Everyone just keeps on. They stop for a few minutes and they start moving with the same dead look in their eyes. He looks up at you. They told me not to talk to you.
Okay, I do have enough mana to play that. Tap to everything.
And why don't they want
Because if they. I talk too much. Roll me persuasion.
I'm not very persuasive or anything, so help us.
5 advantage, because you're also a.
So I didn't add anything to it, but that was a 17.
So, okay, I can trust you. One short person to another. There's a portal out of the city, and the local dukes of the city don't want people figuring out about that. There's a portal that can transport people out of the city, but it's down the farthest, darkest corners of the Undercity.
Alright. Do you
I'll play,
know
because
where
now
the portal
things cost 6 less.
leads to?
I'll
Anywhere you want.
Rizar of Olamog.
If you have the book, you can go anywhere you want. The book acts as a map. Here's the book. Just then, an arrow goes straight into his fucking head.
Oh, this is an
Snatch that book up real quick and put it in the
Above you are 3 vampires riding a wraith dragon, an undead wraith dragon.
I'm gonna snatch that book up real quick and put it in my pack.
Everyone roll me athletics. Sully, you still have your raptor. Your raptor goes crazy. It's surrounded by people. It's actually clawing at all the people around it because it's like a freaking horse, and it's freaking out that it's surrounded by too many people.
I got a 21.
You're able to escape. The vampires are firing their death arrows into the crowd. The dragon, the wyvern, like you know the wraith creature from Lord of the Rings, the hell beast that the ring lords ride. Think that. It's breathing undead breath, poisonous breath into the crowds, and people are dying in mass. But because you rolled high enough, you're able to escape most of it. And across the city, these wyverns are flying out of their keeps and attacking the crowd. They don't want their people getting out. The people in the city are lifeblood for the vampire overlords that run it. So you might want, so whoever can get out, no more slaves, no more food.
Okay. So I got out. Did you get out?
23.
You both escape. You make it like you're fighting like champs through the crowds, while this poison breath is like melting people's skin.
Okay. What about our friends?
Sully is on a runaway raptor. You don't know when you'll see him again.
Okay.
Give him like a scene or two,
At
maybe.
least going up away from the poison breath.
Yeah, it's a raptor. He's running a raptor, and it's just going crazy. It does grab a small hobbit child and is eating it in its mouth.
You have to sacrifice 3 per
Gotta eat.
meaning. Every turn.
All right,
What about
Noah, you're at the bar.
I'm at the bar still.
So the bar you're surrounded in, it's mostly undead. There's a few snake people smoking hookahs. There is entertainment in the form of a very, very dead poet, a very strange-looking hobbit that looks like Alan Edgar Poe, just reading something called The Raven. It's a very dreary place. Most people are just getting drunk, drinking their beers, and just leaving. It's like a bar in the Great Depression. When you hear a small hobbit run to the bar, run! They're here! They know! And an arrow goes right through his fucking skull. What do you want to do? And surging into the room are 5 vampire guards, and they're going to fire their arrows. 15, and they slaughter most of the people in the bar except for Noah. They've already slaughtered most people in the bar. What do you want to do, man?
Are any of them humans?
They're all humanoid vampires, yes.
No, I mean the people slaughtered.
No, just hobbits, short people, a few dragonborn.
That's actually
Not my concern.
really good for me.
collection?
You want to do your thing?
Not my concern. My duty is to humans, bear in mind.
The vampires approach you. You smell of holy.
You're at 9 commander damage.
Oh boy, here we
That'll
go.
tap.
Kill the heretic. He bears the mark of the 7.
You're up, you draw a card unless target opponent attacks the creature. Okay.
Spirit Guardians.
Roll me.
Actually, you have to roll.
2, 7, 17,
Pass.
4.
Lemon tap. 4. Play
All
Sarkon's
4 fails and 1 pass.
Cast a creature spell with power 4, 5, or 6.
And then
and
you
you
roll a
damage
bunch of
any
d8s,
target.
right?
Whenever
Yep.
I cast a creature spell with power 4,
6, 5, and 2.
Just double damage.
Therefore, I have done 13 damage each of them, except for the one that didn't fail.
4 of the vampire guards
To
get.
the one that succeeded.
4 of them get slaughtered in the first few seconds and get sliced into bits. The other one
Also, remind me, Amanda, I still have a move I can use. Is that correct?
Sorry, what are you doing right now?
That was your action.
You got control of your raptor back.
Next move, I get to do it again.
So the next.
You got control
The
of your
next
boss
time it's
raptor back.
their turn, they have to save on it again, as long as they're still in the area of
And since this is a bar,
15 feet.
and since this is a bar, it's a very small area.
Yeah. So
Therefore, unless they want to
unless
escape,
leave the bar,
they're not going to.
He runs out of the bar screaming and blowing a horn, and coming crashing down is a wyvern. And it looks and it's right outside the bar door, and it's about to unleash its breath weapon at you. That fails.
I am going to go ahead and decide to throw a javelin at it.
All right, roll me.
17.
You throw it and you hit it right in the eye. It screams, it's flying around. This might be a good time to leave because more vampires are on the way.
I'll probably leave.
All right.
Alright.
A small hobbit approaches you. Quick, into the basement. There's an escape route there.
Very well.
Should we approach?
You two meet a very similar hobbit who jumps out of the comes out of a frickin' mantle, a little like sewer, and says, "Come, come, we must escape."
Chaos. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
So he's a 6'2".
I'm gonna trust him for now.
Sully, what do you want to do? Do you join them? Do you join them?
Join who?
Seeing as we wanted to
The party.
find the portal.
You playing? Okay.
He's a 6'4", indestructible.
You okay?
Indestructible, and whenever he gets
All right.
draw a card.
Spirit Guardians, the one move that actually made my character as badass as he is.
All right, so you're in the sewers. Sully is still running around in his raptor. He might rejoin us later. You arrive in the sewers, and you realize it's covered in glyphs, pentagrams, and the skulls of the undead, with candles in them. And surrounding you are hooded figures in red and crimson, holding daggers.
Never a good sign. Probably a cult.
You are in danger, and you can't cast spells.
We are the seekers of the almighty old ones.
No intent for you.
If you do us a service, our God will allow you to escape.
I also just noticed that you started writing that in the level 2. I probably just crossed out
The defiling of a holy relic.
Wait, did you get this from the movie?
No, I got this from my own imagination.
I was just noticing that. Yeah, this is a weird way.
I can't defile holy relics.
Down.
Defile the grave of the Saint Cristo, and you shall be allowed to escape.
Fuck it, if I have to, I'll just pray to my God.
They pull out their daggers.
Then I will.
If you will not aid us, you will die. And the road figures start charge at you.
Are we all in the same place again?
Yes.
The hobbits take us to the, okay.
And these are more than hobbits. These are people of all sorts of races in crimson robes, wearing masks.
A hobbit came to us and a hobbit came to him. I'm just making sure that they
Charging at you are crimson-robed cultists from every kind of race you can imagine, and wearing skulls for masks, pulling out the daggers. There's 8 of them.
I can't defile a holy relic. My oath to the holy sea prevents me from it.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm generally good, so defiling not.
Do you want to join the? So you're defying the cult?
And you're a paladin. Bear in mind, he's a paladin. You can't do it either.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna side with these guys.
If you will not join us, you will die. They pull out their crossbows.
Spirit Guardians.
Need a little in the light.
All right. Come on. 5 of them. 6. 3. 6. 4 fails and 1 success. Roll me damage.
7.
Like, and
1.
I have this thing here. Like, during a
1.
fight, it is probably.
9 damage to all of them.
All 4.
All 4 of them.
4 of them take 7 damage. They're down to half health. They're fully bloodied.
Any of you guys want to step in?
I'll come in and cleave one of the ones that didn't fall to the spirit guardian.
All right.
That's a 17 plus.
That hits.
Yeah,
And they're really tightly packed, so I could.
that is 11 points of slashing, and
As insurance's tight spaces apply to 2 of them.
there you go. Then for the second time, swinging in at a 14.
You kill one, and hell, you take another one with you.
There you go.
Roll me damage.
Hell, Spirit Guardians is just practically my aura now.
You kill 2 of them. The other remaining 3 fly back into the tunnels, and you hear a loud howling sound and a large serpentine creature with tentacles and mouths within mouths comes swimming down the tunnel in your direction. You might want to run. Everyone roll me Constitution. No, athletics.
Or fight.
19.
You don't want to fight this thing.
You're dead. 19.
I mean, I want the.
1.
Tilly, you fall behind, and when a snake comes out of the many mouths of this creature, a snake-like tongue, a snake for a tongue, and it bites you. And you take 2 damage, and a poison, and you get some poison dealt to you.
What exactly is this thing?
It looks like a weird, endless snake within snake. So out of each mouth of each snake comes another smaller
So it's a
snake.
Hydra?
It's like every time a snake mouth opens, another snake comes out of that mouth. It's like a giant pile.
So basically that weird thing from Beetlejuice?
Kinda, yeah.
An Ouroboros decay.
Yeah, with like tentacles and shit. It's really gross looking. What do you guys want to do? You want to flee? This thing definitely looks. This thing is like the size of a dragon. You really want to fight it.
What's its health points?
Well, if it just bit me, I'm gonna get a little angry at it.
400.
Try to whack it.
400 health points.
We got some extra attacks.
They try to make.
Well, my Spirit Guardians is still active, so
They're pretty effective.
they're pretty effective if under the right circumstances.
I mean, they're slightly more effective to a large.
You don't want to fight this thing.
Yes.
Not the apples.
But since it's still active, though, doesn't technically it have to take a saving throw?
If we enter initiative, then it does.
All right. You want to fight this thing or what?
400 health points.
That is a hefty chunk getting
So
there.
say I cast a card that say
To do any assistance
say
to
first
Tilly, roll me.
Also,
No, you're free. You're
Also,
free.
another
You're
thing,
free. You see, you're free.
Is this
It's
an unholy being? Is this an unholy beast?
6 or less. For free.
eldritch, not unholy per se.
But is it weak to holy power?
It's good for deck
Yes,
playthings for free.
but your gods don't work in this realm.
But you still need to
Goddamn.
draw.
This is a realm without light.
So, did it just like nip at my ankles? And
Yes,
stuff?
a snake can nip to your ankles and you got poison.
Oh, your Achilles is gone.
What do you guys want to do? You guys want to flee from it?
Very fitting for what you just did. Feast and famine.
No, it
Are we likely to be in a better place to fight it
You don't want to
later?
disenchant Sarkhan's and Sky?
Yes, I can tell you that for a fact. Yes, you could trap this thing in the sewers.
Deals 4 damage to any
Using some trickery, Indiana Jones shit, you could probably kill this thing. But not in a straight up fight.
Well, where are we now? We're
You're in the upper sewers. You need to go down 2 more levels to find the portal.
anything else.
down and past this thing.
But if we just run away to the portals, we're only saving ourselves.
Correct. Actually, most people are just running around this sewer getting slaughtered by monsters, killed by cultists.
Like, for one thing, I hate, like, transferring.
So in general, I would like to help as many other people as I can to get out and not just run away myself.
If you want to do that, you could... Tell you what. A little tiny flying little bug comes down to you. A little light bug. It looks like Navi from The Legend of Zelda. Not the little fairy from Legend of Zelda,
Navi is in the
Arcania.
blue people.
No, the little fairy from Arcania Time flies down. Arcania, Legend of Link, Legend of Zelda, flies down to you. Hey, listen! I am the child of light. I shall spread your word, if you wish, and tell all survivors to flee. But it'll cost you
We don't even know exactly where to tell them what you right now.
Okay. You could open the book. The book is the map.
My turn.
But not while this thing is looming over my
She'll want to
shoulder.
attack me violently.
So maybe we need to go to a safer place to open the book and figure out what's going on.
Okay, y'all want to flee? Roll me athletics.
If we're gonna flee it, I will use my channel divinity on it, abjure the extraplanar as a watcher. I can use my channel divinity to castigate otherworldly demons as an action. Each aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend within 30 feet of me needs to make a wisdom saving throw or be turned for 1 minute until it takes damage.
16.
I think that just succeeds for me to check my DC.
Open. It doesn't.
It's 14. Yeah, nope.
It succeeds. It brushes it off. And the snakes come out in a massive swarm and they say, "Foolish mortal, your gods do not exist here."
That was my plan. Let's get back to running.
Let's go find someplace safe to take a look at this book.
Roll me athletics.
Yeah, and the fact that you.
I'll say don't take this one now.
Give it back.
You just gave it to me.
If you're not going to roll it. Okay, roll. Roll. All right.
0 drop.
I got 18.
Like, basically the only thing I can think of is like strange stuff.
Another 3 snakeheads reach you.
When would I ever do that?
So your raptor gets bitten by a snake and gets poisoned. You get poisoned.
Spirit Guardians.
When have I ever poisoned?
On the snakeheads?
Yes.
All right, there's 5 of them. If you do well and throw. Two fail.
14 is a fail as well.
Okay, all 3 of them get. And since these are like snakeheads,
3, 7, 2, 12 damage.
yeah, you kill all 3 of them. All right, so you flee. God damn it. So you flee from the snakeheads, and they don't do you much damage because he intervened in time. But you, all 3, you 2 take 2 damage. And every 2 rounds you'll take 2 damage. That's the poison. Every 2 rounds you take 2 damage. Actually, every round you'll take 2 damage. Just 2.
I just want to lay on hands to wipe out them while we're running. It's an action, so I won't be able to dash, but it'll get rid of the constant tick drain.
All right, so you all take 2 damage from the snake bites.
Oh wait, I forgot.
So you get into a small crevice. The snake creature swarms around you like a giant wave of snake sewage, just looking for things to eat and devour. You hear screams.
Let me have my fun. I'm watching for I'll give you a moment to consider.
And now you're alone with the book. Who wants to open the book? It will only open for blood. So someone has to cut themselves for blood to get into this book, so it will open.
1, 2, 3, not it.
We've just been bitten by snakes. Can you just
Sure, yeah. Yeah. The eye opens, and the book opens for you. And you see the map. According to get to the portal, you need to go down a giant pit and survive. And at the very bottom of that pit is the portal. And the pit is like 20 stories high. Not 20 stories, it's like 200 feet tall.
I'll play endless one for free. Being a +5/+5.
So you're gonna have to take a leap of faith, or you could find a way to grapple down the pit. At the bottom of the pit, yeah. What do you want to do? Climbing up behind you is a strange spider-like hobbit creature, half spider, half hobbit. Hello, friends. Good to see you again. Glad I'm not dead.
Killed this thing a while back.
It keeps on living, okay? It keeps on surviving no matter what you do.
No, actually, better yet, I'm pretty sure in a different world, in a different campaign, I'm fairly certain I killed this thing.
The spider hobbit says, "I will lower you down through the frickin' pit.
Thank you. I love this because I can't play.
But you're gonna have to deal with my webs.
I do have
I just want to have fun. I think I made that clear.
I can lower you down using my spider
But I want to
abilities.
have more fun. And I don't.
But you're gonna have to give me something to eat.
Just enjoys pissing.
Feed him a hobbit.
It's one of those things where like people are talking
I'll take a dead squirrel if anyone has one.
about it, and I'm like, you know, I probably enjoy that more than playing the
We
game.
can still find one.
Like the immersion, the lack of immersion is probably
I'm
makes
pretty
it
good
fun,
with.
How about a chipmunk?
you know?
I'm pretty good with the bow and arrow.
Or a snakehead. A snake could do too, you know. I'm not picky. I could eat snake.
I don't need that anxiety.
I don't know.
Well, it just so happens over there.
Funny though.
Eats it and starts eating it, sort of like picking at it. Okay. Oh, alright, I'll lay it down. So the spider does spider things and creates a giant web for you to go down this giant pit. This giant pit is like the size of, like, say, in diameter, four buses. And surrounding the pit on all sides are gargoyles and rivers of water going down into it. And coming down the water are dead bodies beyond belief.
If we did, I think you would have done.
You hear a loud hissing. The snake monster is on its way. It's coming closer. Alright, we probably should get going. Roll me athletics, everyone. To see how well you do at grappling down this thing.
To get down there.
Yeah,
What the hell is this one? That's a natural 20. Oh, nice.
what'd you get? What'd you get, Tilly?
Well, I'm not absolutely certain because it was an 18. Then I had a 22.
You're all able to grapple down, but as you get lower down, like I'd say 3/4 the way down the giant pit, the serpent creature starts coming down after you. The snake heads start dispersing in a massive wave of like just. Ugh. It looks like a giant scummy river of snakes is coming towards you.
I think that might have been why I got it.
And
Snakes! I hate snakes.
however, there is a level of flammable gas as in this pit.
I'm just kidding.
Well, someone roll me perception.
I need to do stuff with
I played something.
this is one of the games. I'm like, I should play that game. Also, like,
Okay, Tilly, you're able to detect a barrel of flammable gas right next, 20 feet above you, that this giant wave of filth is coming towards you. And a good placed arrow could light the thing. Light it.
I do like a good flame arrow. It's one of my best. I'm gonna try to hit that.
All right, go for it.
and there's the portal system, and there's the fast travel system. This ain't my fault.
24 to hit.
You do it. A giant fireball goes off, and you hear the death of billions of burning snakes.
Oh, okay.
And you're able to make it down to the
The thing is, it's like
basin of the pit.
playability. because
And you see a giant, massive portal surrounded by dead skeletons everywhere you look. And you think you found your way out, huh? Think you're gone? Think you're done?
Well, something made all of these skeletons.
I do have a
I feel like we can't just lead a whole bunch of
The hobbit the hobbit looks at you.
killed all of these
And
things.
they can run down.
I guess it's time I told you I'm not really a hobbit. And starts breaking apart and like elongating, and it turns into a giant Spellcore, a giant flaming demon.
Did we already video?
Spellcore's a race, not an individual.
It's a demon, huh?
A demon, yes, a giant flaming demon.
Hmm.
I think we need to kill it.
20 feet tall. Health points of 80.
Huh?
Health points of 80.
I'm taking this thing down.
Yes, I think we need to.
It pulls out a giant flaming axe. You could try your spell again of the divine.
Spirit guardians.
You're next to a portal of divine creation that could get you out of here.
I mean, that's all there
Both of you roll me your those abilities you're working on.
You need to roll your
It's
thing.
you that needs to roll. You have to save yourself. from it.
14, 15. 14, 15.
I'll take the 14.
Does that work for both of you?
Wait, what is this again?
That thing you're doing that's trying to do on the snake beast.
Oh, that is DC 14.
I got
Mine's
15 and a
mine's
14.
17. I believe
Do you want to take the 15? Do you want to
I'll
take
take
the
the
14?
15.
What? The 14 still
It failed on mine.
Yeah.
His is
Yeah,
14.
the 14 meets, so it still succeeds.
Okay, so both of you.
So you failed against Spirit Guardians.
No, well, it failed against Spirit
Yeah,
Guardians.
it failed against Spirit Guardians, but it succeeded against against.
But you could. All right, roll me damage.
1. 1.
Not a 1.
What?
I said not a 1.
5.
Well, it's a 5.
Very
God damn
good.
it.
Not a 1.
It shoves it aside. My turn. Okay, let's roll initiative. 2.
18.
Keep in mind, my solution to like
One mana. Are you gonna pick?
I can't add 8.
My turn. For whatever reason.
I got a 14. I go first. It's gonna swing its
I got
massive
18.
axe.
I got 18.
Okay, go ahead.
So I am going to throw my
And then I'll kill you.
javelin at it.
All right, throw.
Oh,
Damn
you
it.
wanted
Armor class of what?
15.
Armor class 15 works.
Okay.
also that you're being a
What was your now?
1.
fired. I just
7.
hang out and like
That's another 8 damage. It's taken. Okay, it took 8 damage the last round. Took 7 damage with this.
all I'm doing.
5.
5 from me. Now it's 8.
I would have just instantly killed you.
So
So far 13 damage.
13 damage so
Out of
far.
80.
It's laughing at you. My turn. It takes its flaming axe and attacks the local Ravenloft. 11. Does that hit?
That's a miss.
All right. Who's up next? Who got?
I have 8. What do you have?
All right, Tilly, you're up. There is still flaming oil in this cave.
It's derivative.
That was funny.
Yes, but we're also in this part of the cave.
Fire resistance.
I don't have fire resistance to me.
Too bad.
How far away from you?
I'd say about 20 feet.
Oh yeah, I gave it back to you.
Well,
This is like a massive
to give an
cathedral,
example,
like a
to give an
giant
example
like
of it, a grenade
space.
has, to give an example of it, a grenade which is meant to explode has a range of 30 feet, is around 30 feet. Therefore, if you hit and explode that right there, it probably would only go around 15. Because it's not as concealed.
Try to hit it directly.
All right, go for it.
My dad has like the bush.
That is
I don't remember what all was there, but
It bounces off its armor and bounces off and bounces off and it goes into the freaking cavern. You're up, dude.
I didn't know there was another.
Yeah, the cats came with
You can try your move
They
again.
gave me cat.
It's just one that's
You don't have so many spell slots though.
It's a
It made no sense.
Okay.
And yeah.
we'll start this out with a bonus action casting Divine Favor on my Greatsword, which adds a d4
There's
to
also
damage.
All right, go for it.
I have a
We're
single
gonna swing
sword
dice
in there.
now.
No, it's not Wrath of God.
That is a 10
Maybe.
plus
It's a
16.
That hits. Roll me damage.
it's a martial coup where it's X, it's 2 white and X.
I have
And if
Great
you-
Weapon Fighter,
if
which
X
I
is 5, you
forgot,
create
but
5 soldier
I
tokens.
roll ones and twos.
One
That
X
is
means you create a soldier token.
12
But an X is
or
5, you create
9
5 soldier
slashing
tokens,
through your
and
arrows,
you destroy all their
and then I will swing at it again.
All
So
right.
you pay
Much less, that's an 11.
and then
That does not hit. All right, top the round again. Noah, you're up. I do the thing.
Oh, yeah, you're going to do your
That's on your
thing.
turn.
Oh, okay.
Then you do the thing. You get to take your turn, then on his turn he has to save.
Oh.
Alright.
For the spirit.
Well, in that case, I'm going to smack him as hard as I can with my mallet.
All right, go for it.
16.
That hits. Roll me damage.
8. And 7. 15 damage.
It's down to like, I'd say 30 health, 40 health.
Yep.
It's pretty looking bloody. Fails.
Spirit Guardians. 4. 7. 4. 15 damage again.
It's taking even more damage. Great.